Dustin Pedroia had a bit of a scare last night, but says he is fine today, but out of the lineup for precautionary reasons. As we get ready for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, certainly the bad news is Dustin Pedroia is not in the lineup tonight for the Red Sox, but Daniel Nava is. He returns after injuring his hand, and this season has been one of the most productive outfielders the Red Sox have had. Here are his rankings. Nava rejoined the Red Sox for the first time in 2010 on May 10th and was hot right away, hitting safely in his first 7 games. He's been one of Boston's best outfielders. Among Boston outfielders, he ranked second in nearly every offensive category, including average, doubles, RBIs, runs, stolen bases, and slugging percentage. He leads the team with a .434 on-base percentage, thanks in large part to 19 walks. As Nava gets ready for a start tonight in left field, we welcome in Jerry Remy and David Ortiz and the Red Sox to the win in Game 1, and it's amazing. David continues to roll along.
Well, he has been the most consistent Red Sox hitter from day one of this season, and it just continues up to this point. And when you look at the breakdowns against left and right-handers, it really is amazing for Ortiz. .333. Remember how embarrassed he was a couple of years ago, even up to last year, because he couldn't hit left-handers, that he wasn't producing against left-handers. Look at the numbers now. .333 against lefties. 8 home runs. That's the most home runs of any left-handed hitter against left-handed pitcher in the American League. And 18 RBIs from the left side, a .359 on-base percentage, .419 from the right side. It's just been incredible what he's done. And what's impressed me is the way that he's used the whole field. He's pulled the ball when he's had to. He's gone to the opposite field when they pitch him away. When they put the shift on, he tries to drive the ball off the left field wall. It's just been fun to watch David Ortiz in this hitting zone he's in right now.
Ricky Nolasco goes tonight for the Marlins. For the Red Sox, it's Felix Doubront. Doubront beat the Marlins last time out. He's 7-4 with a 4.17 earned run average. We're back with more from Fenway right after this. By Kia Motors, 5-Hour Energy, New England's website for deals via Toyota.com, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Subaru dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, a very warm night tonight here at Fenway Park. It feels like we're in Miami, but instead the Red Sox host the Miami Marlins. And, of course, it is Calling All Kids Month presented by Hood. And as you've seen this month here at Fenway, some lucky kids get to take the field with the Red Sox. Tonight it is the campers from the official Red Sox summer camps. So let's join public address announcer Gordon Eaves as they get ready to take the field here tonight with their heroes, the Red Sox.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps. Presenting tonight's colors is We Below Scouts Pack 6, Den 3 from Brookline, Massachusetts. Joining the Red Sox on the field is part of our Calling All Kids Month presented by Hood, are campers from the official Red Sox summer camps. And singing our national anthem is an actress and Brighton native performing as Rosie on the national tour of Mamma Mia, which is currently at the Boston Opera House through Sunday, June 24th. Please welcome Mary Callanan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, a great night for these youngsters. We'll come back and have game 2 of the series coming your way next on NESN. Marlins get ready for game 2. The Marlins lineup is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Jose Reyes leads it off. He is the shortstop for the Marlins with Hanley Ramirez at third base batting second. Giancarlo Stanton is in right field with Logan Morrison in left. It is Justin Ruggiano, the former Tampa Bay Ray, in center field. Omar Infante at second base with Austin Kearns at DH. Gabby Sanchez at first base bats eighth, and John Buck does the catching as he bats ninth. On the mound tonight for the Red Sox is Felix Dubron. His 14th start of the year, comes in at 7-3 with a 4.17 earned run average, 73 and a third innings, 81 strikeouts in 73 and a third, and opponents hitting at 245 against him. As a victory last time out for Dubron against these Marlins, a 7-inning effort. as he deals with the first pitch of the game. Ball one outside to Jose Reyes, and we are underway. Reyes starting the night hitting at .270 on the year, and a grounder through the right side into right field, a base hit. So Reyes aboard, always trouble when he gets on.
Reyes was 1 for 3 against DuBrant in that game they played down in Miami. The one hit was a home run. This time he takes the ball to the opposite field for the ground ball base hit. Nick Punto at second base tonight diving. He can't make the play, and Reyes in his speed with 16 steals at first base.
So leadoff single for Jose Reyes, and here is Hanley Ramirez. A little different looking Marlins lineup than when we were in Miami, as this one rattled foul off to the right, out of play. Ramirez was batting third in the order when the Red Sox were down there, but they have moved everybody up with the DH incorporated in this Marlins lineup. And 1-2 punch of Jose Reyes and then Hanley Ramirez, followed by Giancarlo Stanton in the top part of this Marlins order. Very difficult, and lots of good speed as Reyes gets his lead at first base. DuBrant will check on him at first, back to the bag. Nice grab by a fan. Lost a little bit of the beverage, but still a nice play. Check on first, and back is Reyes at first base.
As we mentioned last night, this Marlins team #1 in the National League in steals. Their offense has struggled most of the season, but they do steal bases.
One the count to Ramirez. Reyes was taking a step, doesn't go. The pitch misses outside, almost like a pitch out. And it's 1-1.
DuBrant last time 9 strikeouts. That tied a season high for him against the Marlins.
Lead off first base for Reyes, held on by Gonzalez. Here's a 1-1. That is not close either. Last two he's missed very badly, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that front shoulder opening up way too soon on the last couple of pitches, causing that fastball to tail up and away to Ramirez. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They're 4th in the American League, 35 errors on the season. Youkilis, Aviles, Punto, and Gonzalez in the infield. Nava, Kalish, Ross in the outfield, and Saltalamacchia doing the catching for DuBrant.
So Reyes at first base, Hanley Ramirez with a count of 2-1. Nobody out here in the first inning. Swinging a foul tip into Saltalamacchia's mitt. 2-2. Well, it is warm and sticky here at Fenway Park tonight for Game 2 of the series, as anticipated. 96 degrees. Very much feels like it's up over 100. Light breeze from left to right, 12 miles per hour. Forecast of partly cloudy the remainder of the night. And it is as hot as it has been for any home game yet this season. And expecting more of the same here tomorrow. 2-2 will have to wait. A low throw over to first base, but Reyes back to the bag.
Well, we had some warm weather down in Miami, but we didn't have the humidity.
No.
And that's one of the reasons they opened the roof for all 3 games that we played down in Miami. We will not be closing the roof here at Fenway tonight.
Ramirez fouls off another to the right, out of play, and it hangs at 2-2. One of the problems early in the season for DuBrant is the number of pitches he throws early in games, and thus not getting far into games. In fact, his longest outing of the year is his last outing, which was against these Marlins. He went to a 7-inning effort, throwing 99 pitches. We have 2 runs in that outing. So 17 pitches in the first inning of that game, as it got him into the 7th eventually. And here in a battle with Hanley Ramirez, ready with a 2-2. Runner goes. Liner into center field, so Reyes will keep on going to third. And all of a sudden, the Marlins have first and third with nobody out.
Looked like that might have been a high changeup that time from Dubron and a line shot up the middle. And with Reyes off at first base, he has no problem making third. It almost ran Punto into the play, except the line drive was too high, and he could not make a play on it.
Former Red Sox Hanley Ramirez 6 for 16 in the season series against the Red Sox at first base with nobody out. I think at 375 against his old team as Giancarlo Stanton stands in. 14 homers, 42 runs batted in, and he grounds one towards second. Punto will try to start it. Second for one, on to first for two. Run scores. And the Red Sox will take that exchange. 2 outs in the inning as the Marlins take a 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, especially at this stage of the game. Stay away from that big inning early and give up the 1 run, get the 2, and that's exactly what the Red Sox do. A little bobble by Punto, but they still had plenty of time to turn over the double play. No rush by Aviles, as they have plenty of time to get Stanton at first base.
So 2 down bases now empty for Logan Morrison. Stands in on the left side. Morrison with a huge night in last night's game, as he takes ball 1 inside. 240 average on the year, 6 homers, 22 runs batted in. Had 3 extra base hits in last night's game, including a home run. First since April the 15th, and this one off Clay Buchholz. Gave the Marlins at the time a 2-0 advantage. Career high 5 RBIs in the game, was 3 for 4, a couple of doubles. You just saw the home run. Buchholz gets the win in the end. Now 8-2 on the year with the victory here last night. Another night in which his offense helped him out, as he gives up 5 runs on 9 hits and left the game with a 6-5 Red Sox lead.
Yeah, Clay not as sharp last night as we had seen him in the previous 4 outings.
Meanwhile, Mark Burley being dealt his 4th loss in a row, and second time that he has lost to the Red Sox in as many outings, and 5 innings, giving up 6 runs in last night's game. 1-2 to Logan Morrison. He is outside, 2-2. This run for the Marlins is only the 3rd first inning run given up by Dubron all year. Two is going to miss at 96 miles an hour, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Morrison is 24 years of age, and is Justin Ruggiano batting in behind him. Waiting on deck with 2 outs here in the first inning. Fouled off, still 3-2. Well, help NESN by taking a quick 2-minute survey and enter for a chance to win a VIP NESN experience at the ballpark in July. Visit NESN.com/survey during tonight's game for your chance to win. Three-two pitch to Morrison. On the ground, off the glove of Dubron. It goes to Aviles. His throw is in time. And the Marlins are gone in the first. They grab the game's first run. 1-0 Miami. As the Red Sox coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning, dealing with Ricky Nolasco again tonight. Nolasco coming in with a record of 6-5, 14th start of the year, 4.37 ERA, 49 strikeouts to 23 walks, and opponents hitting at 271 against him. The Red Sox beat him last time out, a 6-inning effort. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them were earned as he gets ready here to deal with Daniel Nava back in the Red Sox starting lineup after being bothered by a sore hand. Nava takes strike one. 309 average overall in the season for Nava. 2 homers and 20 runs batted in. We highlighted him in the open tonight, and when he came in 2010, his first major league experience. He looks like a different guy now. Certainly offensively he's been terrific, and really a lot of difference defensively, it appears, in the outfield for Nava. Made a lot of improvements in the year we did not see him, which was 2011.
Yeah, he really has done a great job out there in left field for the Red Sox when asked to play left field. He has made all the plays he's had to, played the wall very nicely, making plays going down the line, both home and on the road.
He's appeared in each of the last 4 games off the bench. Bobby Valentine keeping Dustin Pedroia out of the lineup tonight as a precautionary situation. Could have played, wanted to play. 1-2 fouled off. Pedroia does appear to be clear that even when he does play, which I imagine he will tomorrow, this is something he's going to be dealing with maybe the remainder of the year.
Well, I don't know his exact injury, but it's from being jammed. And I think every baseball player that's ever played at some point has been jammed and bruised, a bone near your thumb. And it's an aggravating long-term thing that can stay with you for a long time.
2 hops to first. Sanchez has got it. Nava's out number 1. Let's check out the Red Sox. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Daniel Nava in left field. Ryan Kalish in center field. Second straight night as Adrian Gonzalez at first base bats third. David Ortiz, a DH in the cleanup spot with Cody Ross in right. Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching with Youkilis batting 7th at third base. Mike Aviles at shortstop bats 8th, and Nick Punto at second base bats 9th. Here is Ryan Kalish. It's actually been 3 nights in a row for Kalish in center field as he started at Wrigley Field after being called up. He is 1 for 7. As he takes strike 2, 0-2.
A lot of curveballs so far from Nolasco. Threw about 3 of them to Nava, and back-to-back breaking balls here to Kalish.
Another one in the dirt. He features a fastball, curveball, slider, and a splitter. The 1-2. On the ground right side. Sanchez got it. Going to need Nolasco to cover, and he just does. Put the foot down ahead of Kalish. 2 down.
Well, last night, it's the Miami defense we're looking at right now. 9th in the league, 44 errors. Hanley Ramirez at third base, Jose Reyes the shortstop, Omar Infante at second, and Gabby Sanchez the first baseman, Morrison, Ruggiano, and Stanton in the outfield, and John Buck doing the catching for Nolasco.
2 down here in the first inning. There's Adrian Gonzalez coming up.
I was jumping the gun there, Don. I was ready to do something else. And I forgot it's time to do the defense.
Adrian hitting at 257, 5 homers, 36 runs batted in. Pops it up. Foul ground over his John Buck. Gets rid of the mask and makes the catch. It ends the first. Nolasco. A lot of strikes in the first. Marlins have a 1-0 lead at the end of 1. Play packs. Create your own unique double play packs by pairing an exciting summer game with a date against the Yankees or a summer weekend game. Don't miss out on some great baseball this summer at Fenway Park. Get your double play packs tickets at redsox.com/double play. Second inning from Fenway. It's 1-0 Miami on top as Justin Ruggiano leads it off. Ruggiano, Infante, and Kearns to face Felix Dubron here in the second inning. Swing and a miss, and it is 0-2 to Ruggiano.
Good breaking ball there from Felix Dubron. Sharp one, shot at the letters, finished at the ankles.
Dubron gave up back-to-back base hits to Reyes and Ramirez in the first inning. Got a double play, but a run scored on it. Miami on top 1-0. Down the right field line, and this is a fair ball. Heads towards the corner as Ross over to play, but to second base goes Ruggiano. A double to get the second inning started.
Nice piece of hitting there by Ruggiano. He takes an outside fastball from Dubron and takes it to the opposite field. You see that the Saltalamacchia wanted that pitch in, but it stayed away, and Ruggiano does some nice hitting. Goes to the opposite field, very careful off the wall is Cody Ross. But the Marlins again have a man on to lead off an inning.
2 doubles in the last 2 games for Ruggiano, who's at second base. Here's Omar Infante. Infante, the former Tiger and Brave, now a member of the Marlins. Second baseman as shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1.
That's one thing right there that the Marlins do not do very much of is bunt.
They do get the bunt down. Over is Dubron. He'll throw to first, and it's not in time. Ball took too long, and Infante runs well, gets down the line, and beats it out.
Yeah, that was like in slow motion. Like everything was happening very, very slow for the Red Sox. The bunt down the first base line. Dubron going over to pick it up. Turns, throws to first, almost like a changeup to first base. And Infante is safe.
So first and third, nobody out here. Coming up tonight here on NESN during the game, we will meet Red Sox first-round draft choice Devin Marrero. Lindsey Buchholz with an act of kindness as Jenny Dell had a chance to catch up with Clay Buchholz's wife. And MLB news and notes coming up all tonight on NESN. First and third, nobody out. Austin Kearns, the batter. He swings away and hits a line drive foul down the right field line. Kearns at .317, 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. Ruggiano at third base, Infante at first, nobody out. 31-year-old Austin Kearns. Swinging foul, 0-2. Kearns out of Lexington, Kentucky, and first reached the big leagues in 2002 with the Reds. First 4 years in the big leagues with Cincinnati. The 0-2. It's going to miss, and it is 1-2. It's been well traveled since. Time in Washington, Cleveland, to the Yankees, and then back to the Indians last year. Played for a total of 5 years during his 5 teams during the 11 years that he's played in the majors. 1-2. He is in there for strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Felix Dubron. 1 down.
And nothing tricky there from Dubron. Just a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And it just completely freezes Austin Kearns. So a big strikeout for Dubron with men at first and third.
So at the corners, 1 down. Gabby Sanchez, the batter, who's really struggled, hitting at 187 on the year. Home run, 13 runs batted in. He was called back up on June 10th. think he went around and a ball down low. He did, according to Mike Tamuro. I think a pretty good call by Mike Tamuro.
You always do when they swing. Anytime you see that first baseman umpire go, yes, he did go, Don thinks it's a great call.
It was a very good call. The 0-1. There's a ground ball softly in towards third. Youkilis on the run. One play, it's at first, and a run scores. There's Ruggiano in from third base with the second Marlins run. Sanchez retired, but he picks up an RBI.
Now the ball just not hit hard enough to do anything but go to first base. There's no play at home for Youkilis, as you can see right there, and there's also no play at second base. So the only option was the first base. Red Sox have to give up another run.
So 2 down, Infante at second. John Buck coming up. Now you're a guy who reads the rule book inside and out every year. You do it every single season.
Right.
What is the definitive he went around in the rule book?
It's all in the umpire's judgment.
Right.
It really is. And most of the time they do go around. It's almost impossible to hold up your wrists.
Buck will flip one out to shallow right center field. From center comes Kalish. She makes the running grab. And that ends the inning. The Marlins tack on another run, lead it 2-0 after an inning and a half from the pen. Ortiz. Last night here at Fenway Park, game 1 of the series off Mark Burley, a guy that he's had success against. It's his 17th home run of the year. All part of the Red Sox victory here last night. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Well, Big Papi leads it off here in the second inning. 2-0 Marlins lead as Ortiz takes ball 1 away. It's part of the key matchup brought to you by New England Acura dealers. And last Wednesday, when the Red Sox matched up against the Marlins and Ricky Nolasco, David was 1 for 1. A solo home run, sac fly, and a walk in that game against the Marlins. Mentioned the 17 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a .314 average go along with a .608 slugging percentage for Big Papi. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Nolasco went 6 innings against the Red Sox, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He threw 75 total pitches in 6 innings in that effort in Miami. And a 1-2-3 first inning on 10 pitches. Marlins coming into tonight's action at 33 and 34, slipping under 500 as Ortiz strikes out looking. First strikeout for Nolasco, one down.
Split-fingered fastball that time from Nolasco to pick up the strikeout against David Ortiz. 81 miles an hour, a little dip at the end. A lot of soft stuff in that at bat to Ortiz. Sliders, curveball, splitter.
So 1 out, 4 in a row retired by Nolasco to start the night. And here's Cody Ross. 272, 9 homers and 29 runs batted in. Ross in his return to the Red Sox lineup last night, able to homer for the Red Sox as part of their offensive attack. As he takes ball 1 away. It's home run number 9 of the year. And was his first since coming off the DL. Ross with a swing and a miss. The former Florida Marlin, as they were known then, joined the Marlins in 2006, was there through 2010. In fact, it's the longest he has stayed at any venue so far in the majors. Broke in with the Tigers, a couple years with the Dodgers, the Reds, and last couple with the Giants, but most of his time spent as a member of the Marlins. Owner of the Marlins here, as he is here for the entire series and put together a terrific stadium. Jeffrey Loria, the owner of the Marlins down in Miami that we just visited. This is back up the middle. Second baseman Omar Infante, the throw that gets her in time. 2 down in the inning as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, today the Red Sox announced the signing of their first-round draft pick of this year's draft, shortstop Devin Marrero. Short-term, he'll be with Short A. Lowell, but over the last 3 years, he's hit .325 at Arizona State. Another infielder from ASU weighed in on the newest member of the organization.
I follow the ASU guys, every year, so I knew going back there in the offseason, I knew just watching them, especially at the alumni game too. So I always go back for that. So it's pretty cool to have him here.
The 21-year-old was the top-ranked draft-eligible college shortstop according to Baseball America, and he is here at Fenway today. He met Sox players and staff and took batting practice with the team before the game. But I'm sure the biggest thrill of this entire day will be the top of the 4th when he joins Don and Jerry in the booth, so stay tuned.
Sure, that'll be a big moment for him, Jerry.
Yeah.
This is hooked into right field for Jared Saltalamacchia. So a 2-out single, first base runner of the night for the Red Sox.
Saltalamacchia reaching out, gets the split-fingered fastball right there and hooks it off that front foot. Reaching out across the plate and hooking it for the base hit with 2 outs here in the second inning.
The more I think about it, he probably put it in the contract as part of the deal right out of the gate. I want to meet Don and Jerry.
That was probably a stickling point. Yeah, I would
right
imagine. Yeah, I would think that. Yeah, no question.
Come to Fenway Park, take batting practice. Then I want to be in the booth in the top of the 4th. Pitch is in there for a strike to Kevin Youkilis. Slides down to the number 7 spot in the order.
I remember having Nomar Garcia-Parra in the booth.
It was in Anaheim, right?
In Anaheim, yes. He was the number 1 pick for the Red Sox.
No 1 pitch. Did he go? They check, and no, says DeMiro. Well, the number 1 draft choice for the Red Sox, 24th overall, and his numbers at Arizona State. 2011 Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year and played for Katuitt in the Cape League, and we'll have a chance to chat about all that in the top half of the 4th inning. Pitch is outside, and it's 2-1 now to Youkilis. Bobby Valentine's Red Sox, winners of their last 3 games. And back over 500 once again as Youkilis hits it on the ground to short. Reyes with a backhanded flip that is not going to get there in time. He really got nothing on it when Infante was waiting for it to arrive. It's ruled a base hit. And The Red Sox have something going with 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, the only player that could have made that is Rajon Rondo. Went a backhanded flip like that to second base. Reyes going to his left. He tries that to flip, but not quite in time. Couldn't get much steam on the baseball. Rondo would have made that perfectly on one bounce.
But since he plays in the NBA, it's unlikely that he could have made that play here.
Exactly.
So 2 down, 2 on, and Mike Aviles coming up. Aviles batting out of the number 8 spot. As he drives one to deep left field. Back towards the wall for Aviles, and that is gone into the monster seats. 3-run home run for Mike Aviles, his 9th of the year. All of this comes with 2 outs in the inning, and the Red Sox take a 3-2 lead.
Well, how quickly things change when you think about this inning. Saltalamacchia reaching out on a ball that was a split-fingered fastball, pulling it for a hit. The hit by Youkilis, and now the home run on a breaking ball by Aviles. And that quickly, the Red Sox have a 3-2 lead.
RBIs 38, 39, and 40. He joins David Ortiz, who are the only members of the Red Sox to have 40 or more. And that really would have been hard to imagine heading into the season, but it's true. Mike Aviles. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Home run number 9 from Mike Aviles. Just like that, the Red Sox have a 3-2 lead. 8 of 10 runs for the Red Sox in the series have come with 2 outs in an inning. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. Nick Quinto batting out of the number 9 spot. In there for Dustin Pedroia tonight. Swinging a foul, still 1-2. So for Nolasco, that is the 10th home run that he's given up on the year. Quinto gets jammed and pops it up left side. Jose Reyes will make the catch that ends the inning, but a big 3-run home run for Mike Aviles. Red Sox take a 3-2 lead. The rest of this month is packed with great games. Tomorrow, come watch the Red Sox take on the Miami Marlins. Action continues this weekend as the Atlanta Braves visit Fenway, and then the homestand concludes with the 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Get your tickets now for all these great June games at redsox.com/tickets. Mike Aviles has given the Red Sox a 1-run advantage with a 3-run shot. And it's the top of the Marlins order. Jose Reyes lead it off here in the 3rd inning. Shows bunt, pops it up. Here comes Youkilis to make the catch in foul ground. So he pops out on the bunt bid for the first out of the 3rd inning.
A lot of times what happens there is the barrel of the bat just gets under the baseball, and that causes the pop-up on the bunt. Trying to be a little too quick was Reyes there. Get the barrel underneath the baseball, pops it up, and that's frustrating when you go to bunt and you make an out.
So 1 down here in the 3rd inning. Reyes has been very frustrated over the last few minutes after he's unable to make that play at second base on the backhand, and now he pops out on a bunt bid. So it's been a frustrating sequence for him. 1 down here in the 3rd inning for Hanley Ramirez. Single to center field in the 1st inning. Takes the strike from DuBron. Down and in, 2-1. Three of the 7 batters that DuBron has retired have been retired on 1 pitch. They have been aggressive at times here against DuBron in the early going. Three and one now to Hanley Ramirez. This one fouled off, full count. Well, everyone at the Red Sox and Nesson want to send out very special 100th birthday wishes to Ike Patch. He grew up in Gloucester, but his work for the State Department has brought him all over the world, including Germany, China, and Russia, where he followed Red Sox games on shortwave radio during World War II. Wish him the happiest of birthdays for a man who was born in the same year as Fenway Park. Happy 100th to Ike. 3-2 is fouled off to the right, out of play.
I think if Ike was here tonight, I'd buy him a hot dog, even though it's not his first game.
And he didn't make a sign?
I'd still buy him one.
3-2 pitch coming up here to Hanley Ramirez. And a fly ball out to right center field. Ryan Kalish is over. And he makes a catch, 2 down. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jamison Coyle for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Naoko Funayama will have all the sights and sounds from the NHL Awards in Las Vegas, including reaction from Zdeno Chara and Patrice Bergeron. Plus, Danny Ainge talks about the future of the Celtics' Big Three. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. 2 down in the 3rd inning as Giancarlo Stanton stands in and takes strike 1. Spins him out of the box.
Cut fastball that time, kind of surprised. Stanton a little bit late to react to the cutter, and it almost hit him.
Popped up into shallow right. Ross coming in. And Cody will put it away. It's a 1-2-3 3rd inning for Felix DuBron. 3-2. Red Sox on top after 2.5. 1-800-MySeats. A hot and steamy night from Fenway Park moves into the last half of the third inning. Red Sox enjoy a 3-2 lead thanks to a 3-run blast by Mike Aviles in the second inning after Ricky Nolasco tied the first 4 Red Sox in a row. There's a pitch into Nava, misses away. Nava grounded out to first base in the first inning. Line into right field, a base hit for Nava. Red Sox collect their 4th hit.
Now Nava pulling that ball between first and second. It's a looks like it might have been that splitter again, but down and in, and a good job by Nava staying with it, pulling it for the base hit. Leadoff man on here for the Red Sox for the first time tonight.
There's Ryan Kalish, grounded out first base in the first inning, 0 for 1. Prior to this season, Kalish 53 games of major league experience, all coming in 2010. Much like Daniel Nava in that regard as he fouls one off. But Jerry, last night an adventurous night, both good and bad for Ryan Kalish.
Yeah, very busy out in center field. A great play early in the ball game, and then, well, just an embarrassing moment right there as it tips off his glove, and it makes a catch to end a threat out there in deep center field, heading back toward the 420. Getting a little encouragement from Cody Ross. That was after the drop.
Jay Dell caught up with him, and we'll have a little of that later on as this is lined into left field. Base hit for Kalish going the other way, and all of a sudden it's first and second, nobody out.
You think back to spring training, would you ever imagine that the top 2 hitters in the Red Sox lineup in a regular season game would be Daniel Nava and Ryan Kalish?
No.
And here it is. And both have base hits to lead off the third inning.
I'll take it even a step further. Would you have imagined before we started spring training that Felix Doubront would be making his 14th start of the year?
No, absolutely not.
And on the hill with a 3-2 lead for the Red Sox tonight.
That's why we have to be careful with what we say in spring training.
I don't think anybody listens to what we have to say during spring training. Next half inning, we will talk to the Red Sox #1 draft choice, Devin Marrero. Adrian fouled out to the catcher, John Buck, in the first inning, 0 for 1. Ground ball softly right side. Sanchez will flip to the pitcher, Nolasco, for the out. And if nothing else, he moves the runners along here for the first out of the third inning. Nava to third, Kalish to second. Works kind of like a sacrifice.
Yeah, not exactly what Gonzalez wanted out of that at bat, but he does advance 2 runners in a scoring position. Gonzalez out in front of a split-fingered fastball that time, going away from him and trying to pull that ball, and result the ground ball to first base. So 1 out, second and third. David Ortiz coming up. Big spot here for Big Papi to give the Red Sox more of a lead. Will they pitch to Ortiz with first base open this early in the ball game? Looks like they will, at least to begin. Ozzie can't watch. Marlins dropping under 500 with a loss here last night, 33 and 34. They've lost 2 games in a row and won just twice in their last 10 games. That's inside, ball 1. Look at the National League East. We saw the Nationals and their very good pitching staff is still on top. They've got a 3-game lead over the Mets, and the next team, the Red Sox, will see the Braves, who are 3 games back of the Nationals, then the Marlins, and the Phillies, who've been strapped with injuries in last place right now in the East.
The 1-0 is going to miss inside. 2-0.
Now that the count runs 2-0, I think they're going to probably put Ortiz on. Ortiz trying to get the attention of Buck to get the attention of Ozzie Guillen.
Usually a running conversation anyway between Ortiz and Guillen during games.
Yeah, it is.
And normally it's dugout to dugout, but that time it was, hey, you're going to put me on now with your pitcher falling down 2-0 in the count. And down to first he goes, bases loaded. Watch Boston Sports Live, a live interactive sports show hosted by Chris Gasper 3 times a week at noon on Boston.com. So the intentional walk of David Ortiz loads the bases, 1 out here in the 3rd inning. And it brings up Cody Ross. That is the 9th time that David Ortiz has been intentionally walked. That leads the American League in that category. Cody Ross bounced out to second base in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Outside, ball 1. Ross 2 for 5 in this category this season. He has 5 grand slams in his career as he bats with Nava at 3rd, Kalish at 2nd, and Ortiz at 1st. 1 down. Just missed. 2-0. Technically, Cody Ross has homered his last 3 games that he's played in. The 2 games before he went on the DL, he had home runs in, and then last night in his return, he homered here at Fenway Park. So 3 straight games for Ross. A little bit of time in between. And he drives one to left. Morrison back. He leaps, can't make the catch. It's off the wall. Nava will score. Kalish will score. Around all the way from first base. Ortiz will try it. He will be safe at the plate. Bases clearing double, and the Red Sox take a 6-2 lead. Cody Ross with a wall ball double that has the Sox on top by 4.
Well, you don't see that very often. A ball off the wall that's going to clear the bases. But what happened is that ball caromed off the wall, and Reyes, the shortstop, did not get to the outfield to back it up. You see the ball come all the way back in, and that's when Morrison has to chase it down. By the time he does chase it down, you can see that Ortiz is going to be waved around third base, and he will score. The throw and the slide at about the same time, and Ortiz safe at home plate.
See him sliding into the arm of John Buck, who was injured. The trainer out to check on him.
That is very rare to see here at Fenway Park. A ball off the wall with 3 runs scored. I think had Reyes, gone out a little bit farther, he might have been able to get that ball and keep 1 run from scoring. Take one more look, and look how far this ball caroms back in toward the infield, which is unusual. It really usually doesn't bounce that far in. Ortiz going in feet first to home plate. And Morrison hit that wall pretty hard out there in left field trying to make this play.
6-2 Red Sox on top with 1 out in the inning. It's a 1-0 to Saltalamacchia. And a pop-up foul backing out of play. So David Ortiz coming all the way around from first base. Collision at the plate. And the Red Sox lead it 6-2. Nice to have Cody Ross back in the Red Sox lineup on a daily basis.
He's made an immediate impact. Last night, home run. Tonight, double a drive-in 3.
9 RBIs in the last 4 games that he has played in. So 1-1. Saltalamacchia on the ground to first. Sanchez gobbles it up and takes it to the bag for the out. On to third goes Ross. 2 down.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. It's a bing, it's a bang, and it's a boom. There's the bing from Saltalamacchia. Outside pitch. Youkilis with the bang on an infield hit, and then boom. The 3-run home run from Aviles.
I was with you until the bang. The bang was the infield hit?
Well, it was bang pretty hard up the middle.
Oh, okay.
Bing, bang, boom.
Okay. You had me until the bang. I was waiting for more.
Well,
2 outs, runner at third base. As Kevin Youkilis stands in on the right side. That is 2 nights in a row that he brought out new material.
Don, there's plenty left up there, believe me. Plenty left. There's plenty left.
I forget what last night's was, but it was really good.
I already forgot myself.
Yes, tonight it's 2 in a row.
It comes with age.
Wow. You had a couple days off. You have new stuff, all new material.
You never know what's going to come out. You just never know.
I can't wait for more. 0-1 coming to Youkilis. On the ground softly towards Ramirez at third. On the run, and in time to get Youkilis, it ends the inning as the Red Sox scored 3 times, took a 6-2 lead. Help send your favorite Red Sox players to this year's All-Star Game by voting up to 25 times at RedSox.com. Visit RedSox.com and cast your ballot now for your 2012 All-Stars. Vote now and vote often. Vote today at RedSox.com. Well, it's great to have Devin Marrero, the Red Sox first-round draft choice, with us. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
I had a chance today to watch you work out a little bit at Fenway Park. Tell us about your experience and what this has been like for you since being drafted #1 by the Red Sox.
Oh, it's been great. Coming out here today and just meeting all the guys, that was the best part. Just hanging out with them, goofing around. I mean, they're all out here having a great time, and we got to hang out a lot today and yesterday a little bit, and just to go out there and have fun and just see how great these players really are.
Did you have a feel for where you were going to go in the draft, as this one is driven down the right field line and off the pole, a home run for Logan Morrison, who will make his way around for his 7th home run of the year. And a home run here for the Marlins as they get right back into it. It's now 6-3, and he's been a monster in this series, Jerry.
He certainly has. He has been a thorn in the Red Sox side in this series at Fenway Park. Lefty against lefty, finds that right field foul pole. Looked like it was going to go foul, but then just caught the pole for the home run. So Ozzie Guillen slipping him into the 4-spot side against the lefty, and he delivers with the homer.
But Devin, did you ever feel who you're going to go to perhaps in the draft at all? Did you care where you're going to go in the draft?
I just wanted to be drafted, just to get a chance to play for a team. And that's really just all I really wanted, was just an opportunity. And I had no idea. The draft is very complicated, and you never know who you're going to go to until they say your name.
Justin Ruggiano going around on a triple out towards the triangle in right center. And all of a sudden, the Marlins have gone to work here in the 4th inning. A couple of hard hit balls.
That'd be kind of a strange feeling today for the first time to walk into the big league clubhouse. You don't really know anybody, and you got Dustin Pedroia from Arizona State, so that had to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, he made it really comfortable. It was kind of me and him versus everybody else today. So that was kind of cool. We were joking around, telling everybody that Arizona State's the place to be, and you can't get better than Arizona State. So.
Now you're going to be starting at Lowell, right?
Yeah. I head there tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep, and I get going, so.
Well, you have a little bit of New England experience. Tell us a little bit about your Cape Cod League experience and what that was like.
Oh, that was the greatest experience. The people here enjoy baseball. I mean, the most I've ever seen, and we had thousands of people at every game, and they just enjoy you. And I had a great host family, and they treated me really well. Great food. They could cook a little bit, so I was really good. And it's just great baseball. That's the future out there. Those are the players that'll eventually be in the big leagues.
Well, I heard so many great things about the Cape League and the players who have gone through. So many great Red Sox have in the past and in the future as we visit with Devin Marrero, the Red Sox first-round draft choice. And getting ready for Lowell, as Jerry mentioned, coming up, short season A, the first stop for you. And what kind of experience do you think that'll be for you, and what kind of changes will you make from the college level to professional baseball?
I'm just going to go out there and play my game. I don't think anything's going to change, really. I've been used to the wood bat playing in the Cape and Team USA and all that stuff, so it's going to be a little different. Just the competition will probably be a little bit better, and it's a job now, so it's all I got to do is go out there, have fun, and play the game that I've played ever since I was little, and everything will take care of itself.
That would be my advice to you. Don't make it a job. Have fun.
Yeah, that's what they all tell me. That's what Pedroia told me today. You should go out there and just have fun with it and do what you do best.
You have quite a family of players who are in professional baseball at the moment. It seems like a lot of people in your family are already in it.
Yeah, we have my two cousins, Chris and Christian Marrero. One's with the Braves and one's with the Nationals. So they've taught me a lot, and they're great players and great people, and they're awesome.
Well, Devin Marrero, we thank you very much for coming up. Congratulations, Red Sox first-round pick. We hope to see you real soon again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
All right,
thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Devin Marrero joining us here in the booth as foul ball here at the plate off of Omar Infante, and they're checking on him right now as he Guillen out there with the trainer.
Foul ball looks like off the left knee of Infante, and he just drops. Looks like he's going to be all right, though, to stay in the game.
So Infante staying in the game here to get on in a bunt single in the 2nd inning. Some big swings here from the Marlins so far in the 4th inning against Felix Dubron. Home run by Logan Morrison and then triple by Ruggiano. Well, the injury report is brought to you by Stewart Healthcare. And this is Carl Crawford, who has been doing a lot of throwing and getting ready to do some baseball activities. He will be leaving to head to Florida to the Red Sox Fort Myers spring training facility to get ready, and a date to be set soon as to when he will return to rehab and start playing some games as Infante fouls out for the first out of the inning. And Jerry, I'm watching him. Well, he looks pretty good, and it's tough. He's got a long way to go, and he certainly has to get back and get a lot of at bats and rehabbing. But from what we see him running and throwing, he appears to be doing very well.
Yeah, he's in great shape. I mean, he's anxious to play. It's just a question now of getting back to Fort Myers, make sure the arm's okay, get some at bats down there, and then get to a rehab assignment. And, he looks like he's not that far off. And they've been doing an awful lot of work on his mechanics of throwing, which they hope will prevent any more arm problems with him. Very similar to what pitchers go through.
So much so that assistant pitching coach Randy Neiman was alongside him in the outfield, as you just saw in that last shot, and they have been working hard together. Very odd to have the pitching coach working with an outfielder in most cases.
Yeah, teaching them mechanics of pitching, really, and how those guys try to save their arms and their elbows, and that's what they were doing with Kyle Crawford.
0-1 to Kearns. Now Kearns, a strikeout victim in the second inning, 0 for 1. He went swinging, the only K of the night for Felix Dubron. Keep in mind he struck out 9 Marlins in his last outings. He misses down low. Ruggiano tripled to the triangle out in right center field. He's at third. A run already in here for the Marlins in the 4th inning. Outside, 2-2. Strike 3 call. We're just talking about the strikeouts for Dubron against Kearns for the second time tonight.
Yeah, first time was on a fastball right down the middle. This time it's on the inside part of the plate to pick up the strikeout. Saltalamacchia is setting up inside, and Dubron hits the target.
So 2 down, Ruggiano at third base. Here's Gabby Sanchez, who grounded out to Youkilis at third base in the second inning. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia able to keep it in front of him, and no advance for Ruggiano at third base. Next half inning, Jenny Dell will check in with Lindsey Buchholz. Another act of kindness as pitch missing for ball 2, 2-0. That is along the lines of the 100-year celebration here at Fenway Park, and Red Sox with 100 acts of kindness. Jenny Dell will tell us more next half inning. 2-0 is popped up. This will send Punto into shallow center. Kalish coming in, but it'll fall in for a hit. And from third comes Ruggiano with the 4th Marlins run of the night. Little bloop single for Gabby Sanchez, who's really been struggling, but he gets the Marlins back within 2.
Now Gabby Sanchez just kind of bloops one that nobody can get to. Punto can't get to it. Kalish can't get to it. Just drops in, and with 2 outs to get that 2-out base hit to cut the lead to 2 for the Red Sox.
So 2 down, Sanchez at first. He picks up his second RBI of the night. And here is John Buck. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Buck fly to center field in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Well, on the ground to third base, Youkilis in the backhand gets up and throws and gets Buck to end the inning. The Marlins get 2 in the inning, including the home run by Morrison. It's 6-4 Red Sox after 3.5. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Now we head to the last half of the fourth inning back at Fenway Park, 6-4. Red Sox on top of the Marlins. Marlins getting 2 back in the top half of the inning. Mike Aviles provided the Red Sox with 3 runs with 1 swing of the bat in the second, his 9th home run of the year, and at the time put the Red Sox on top 3-2. As he takes strike 1 from Ricky Nolasco. Red Sox 6 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Marlins 4 runs, 7 hits, and no miscues so far tonight. Aviles reaches out and hits a soft ground ball to Reyes on the run. Little stumble and the throw not in time. Beat out by Mike Aviles. Little stagger step from Reyes, and it costs him in the end.
And that's going to bring Ozzie Guillen out of that dugout at third base to question that call at first base. Reyes getting rid of that ball as quickly as possible and very close at first base. That's one I think both managers would have questioned. Aviles hustling down the line. Does he get the foot there first? I'm not so sure.
Well, Nolasco thought he was out, but instead he's got a runner at first. Second hit for Aviles. Ozzie Guillen back to the dugout here. Nick Punto coming up. Punto popped out to the shortstop in the second inning, his first at bat as he bats out on the number 9 spot tonight. Throw to first, and diving back is Aviles. Chris Hatcher warming in the pen for the Marlins. Nolasco allows a runner to reach here to begin things here in the fourth inning. Now falling behind Punto 1-0. Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' Donuts hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Red Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the Mass Start program in Winthrop, Massachusetts. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community.
Hey, as hot as it is, I still had my hot coffee tonight from Dunkin' Donuts.
You did. It didn't matter how hot it is?
Didn't matter.
Punto will take a pitch inside, 2-0. Pitching line for Nolasco, brought to you by Lexus. 3+7 hits, 6 runs so far, as the Red Sox got 3 in the second, 3 in the third. Second time this season that he's allowed 6 runs in an outing. Here's a pop-up from third base comes Ramirez. He'll take care of out number 1 as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, in celebrating 100 years here at Fenway Park, the Red Sox are completing 100 acts of kindness. And on Tuesday, June 26th, the Red Sox wives are holding a dress drive. Lindsey Buchholz explains the Belle of the Ball.
The Belle of the Ball provides dresses, shoes, hair accessories, makeup for underprivileged girls that can't afford a prom dress. And so it's such an awesome cause, and people can come out next Tuesday and donate dresses. You know, we have, bridesmaid dresses and old prom dresses, and any of those dresses will help a young girl get to go to prom.
Those interested in donating a dress or any other formal wear items can bring them to Fenway Park's Players Club, entering through Gate B from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesday, June 26th. Dresses will also be accepted from ticketed fans attending the game against the Toronto Blue Jays until 7:30 p.m. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Jay. There are the particulars, and I hope that you will help out as the Red Sox have one out and one on here in the fourth inning. And a pitch that'll miss to Daniel Nava, who's on top now 2-0. Red Sox wives have done such a terrific job in the community over the years, and Lindsay Buckholtz doing quite a bit also throughout the years and the time that Clay has been here. Much thanks goes out to her and all the Red Sox wives. 2-0 is going to be in there for a strike. 2-1. In there for strike two, and it's 2-2. Nava grounded out in the first. He singled and scored in the third inning. On the ground up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Aviles touches second, heads for third. Throw goes in that direction, and Aviles is safe. On at first is Nava with his second hit of the night, and the Red Sox have runners at the corners with one out.
Good first to third base running there by Mike Aviles. As you know, the ball's going to the left of that center fielder, so it's going to be a much more difficult throw to third base. There's the base hit up the middle by Nava. Center fielder has to go to his left. Aviles knows that, and he takes off for third base and makes it with no problem. Good first to third base running.
First and third, one down. Ryan Kalish, 1 for 2. He grounded out in the first, singled, and scored in the third inning. Randy St. Clair, the pitching coach, coming out to talk to Nolasco. Second time he has been out tonight. Nolasco allowing 2 hits in the inning. Well, tomorrow night at 6, join us for Red Sox First Pitch presented by Vermont. Get outside today at VermontVacation.com. TC Peter and Matt Stairs and Jenny Dell will preview the pitching matchup in the series finale with Miami between Daisuke Matsuzaka and the Marlins' Carlos Zambrano. Our coverage begins at 6, live from Yawkey Way, only on NESN. First and third, one down. And Ryan Kalish ahead in the count, 1-0. Infante, pitcher's got to get over Nolasco, and he's not in time. Run scores. Red Sox take a 7-4 lead as Aviles gets in. Wade to cover the bag at first was Nolasco, and a bounding ball to the right side. And the Red Sox get a run, lead at 7-4.
And that's why you hustle down that first base line all the time. Ranging way to his right was the first baseman. He didn't have a chance. It's Infante that has to lead the pitcher to the bag. But Kalish hustling all the way will certainly beat the tag. The pitcher's foot coming down after the foot of Kalish reached first base. And that's going to be it for Nolasco.
Pitching change from Fenway. It's 7-4. The Red Sox now have the lead as Hatcher makes his way in. Out in the fourth inning, end of the night for Ricky Nolasco. Leads after 3 1/3 innings. His call to the bullpen brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. As Chris Hatcher in his second stint with the Marlins called up on June 16th, his second appearance since coming back, and went a scoreless inning against the Rays. As Adrian Gonzalez stands in with 2 on, 1 out, and Adrian takes a pitch inside. Adrian 0 for 2 in the game tonight. Fouled out to the catcher. Grounded out to first base in the third inning. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Abbott second, Kalish at first, 1 out. Swinging a foul at the plate, 1-2.
Something off speed right there. Looks like a slider that Gonzalez foul tips.
Well, we have a moment. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And our question tonight is, who is the oldest manager in Major League Baseball history? We'll be answered for a little bit later. On this date last season, the Marlins had hired 80-year-old Jack McKeon to be the interim manager.
And he was not the oldest?
Apparently not.
I thought he was.
2 on, 1 away. Beautiful sunset here in Boston on a warm, steamy day. Turning into night at Fenway Park.
Sound like you're writing a romance novel.
Just painting the picture, Jerry. 1-2. He's inside. It's 2-2.
Yeah, you get something to do if this doesn't work out. On a warm, steamy night in Boston.
Sky is pink but blue as the day is gone.
She looked at him. He looked at her.
Why do you have to go in that direction? It's just ball 3 and it's a full count. This is my canvas, Jerry. For 3.5 hours a night. That's what you get.
3.5 if you're lucky.
Full count to a patient Adrian Gonzalez so far in this at bat. Gonzalez fouls it off. He was on that but just missed it. 3-2. Well, help NESN by taking a quick 2-minute survey and enter for a chance to win a VIP NESN experience at the ballpark in July. Visit NESN.com/survey during tonight's game for your chance to win. Three-two pitch to Adrian Gonzalez. Lined into right field, a base hit for Gonzalez. Nava will stop at third, and the Red Sox have the bases loaded.
Well, Nava had to freeze at second base. He wanted to make sure this line drive was not caught. And then once it gets over the head of the second baseman, that's when he takes off. And that's the reason he cannot score. You see him freeze right there to make sure it's not caught. And the base is now loaded for David Ortiz.
So base is loaded. And one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Red Sox on top 7-4. David Ortiz out to stand in. Ortiz struck out in the second, intentionally walked in the third. And a foul off to the left, out of play. David, a .358 hitter, bases loaded in his career. Only 1 for 3 this year. The bases loaded. He's not had that many opportunities. Will take some time off the back of the hill. Well, David Ortiz last night collecting his 395th home run, 5 shy of 400. And next up, Joe Carter on that list to 396. Ortiz to deep right. High, deep, and a grand slam. David Ortiz with his 18th home run of the year. 396th of his career. Does it in grand style. Red Sox lead at 11-4.
Like for a while that Hatcher did not want to throw a pitch, and now you can see why. Ortiz, who was intentionally walked last time up, the grand slam home run. 49 RBIs on the season out for Ortiz, his 18th home run. Fastball inside, cleans it out.
Cody Ross takes strike one as David Ortiz. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Ross gives it a ride as Justin Ruggiano back there to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Well, we talked about Ortiz in the pregame show. We talked about him in the open tonight. I mean, he's just doing everything. Gets the ball inside, pulls it for a home run, gets pitches away, goes to the opposite field for home runs. I mean, this is about as good as I've seen David Ortiz swing the bat.
Jared Saltalamacchia 1 for 2 tonight, 8th man to bat for the Red Sox here in the 4th inning. Three of the runs in the inning charged to Nolasco. So he's charged with 9 of the 11 runs the Red Sox have. Hatcher with 2 so far, and here's a drive to deep center for Saltalamacchia. Ruggiano back looking up, and that is gone. Saltalamacchia with his 13th home run of the year. Red Sox lead at 12-4. Six home runs in the last 2 nights for the Red Sox.
Well, Red Sox welcome back home with the long ball. My goodness. Saltalamacchia deep to straightaway center field on this hot and humid night from Fenway Park.
Now Youkilis, who singled in the 2nd inning. Everybody in the Red Sox starting 9 with the exception of Nick Punto has got a hit in this game. Red Sox have banged out 12 hits and now 12 runs. Tenth time this season the Red Sox have batted around. That's outside, 2-1. Youkilis takes strike 2, full count.
You know, the way this one's going down, we might have to have more features tonight. I mean, it's going to go.
More stuff?
Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, it looks like.
We got plenty of stuff, Jerry. The NHL awards. We're going to update you there. We're going to have Ask Jerry. Lots of stuff. Three-two pitch coming up. Youkilis takes ball 4 and down to first base he goes. And here comes Randy St. Clair, the pitching coach. Looks like Hatcher's going to take one here for the team for a while. Remember to watch every game night at midnight for the Sox latest matchup. We're playing in a convenient 2-hour format. It's Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Well, since Hatcher has come into the game, he's got 1 out. It was the fly out to the warning track by Cody Ross. It almost got off the wall. Otherwise, giving up a single, a grand slam, a home run to Saltalamacchia, and it's not been a pretty outing of relief here for Chris Hatcher so far. 10th member of the Red Sox to bat here in this fourth inning coming up. Mike Aviles, 2 for 2 in the game, hit a 3-run home run in the second. Infield hit in the fourth inning. Has scored 2 runs in the game. Fly ball to center. Ruggiano is out there. And he makes the catch that ends the inning. Big inning for the Red Sox. They score 6 times. A grand slam for Big Papi. It's 12-4 Boston. Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. Find out more. Go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Felix Dubron with a 30-minute wait as his team collects 6 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Red Sox out to a 12-4 lead. Top of the Marlins order, Jose Reyes to lead it off here in the fifth. Reyes a single in the first inning, fouled out in the third. As he takes strike 2. So the Marlins starter, Nolasco, touched for 9 runs. Third time in his career that he's given up 9 or more. There's a late swing foul. And it's 0-2 to Reyes. Ramirez, then Stanton expected here in the fifth inning for Miami. On the ground left side and into left field, a base hit. Second hit of the night for Reyes. See if the long wait has any impact on Felix Dubron.
Yeah, Dubron certainly has not been as sharp as he was in his last outing against the Marlins. Marlins getting their second look at him tonight, but has the benefit of a big lead to work with right now.
One on, nobody out. Hanley Ramirez, 1 for 2 tonight. He singled back in the first inning. Popped up foul. That'll get back and out of play. 1-1. This one fouled off to the right, out of play. 1-2. The captain is in the house tonight. Jason Varitek taking in game 2 of the series. And certainly enjoying the game tonight with the Red Sox on top 12-4 here in the top half of the 5th. One-two pitch just missed, and it is 2-2. Was the retirement ceremony back in March at JetBlue Park in Fort Myers.
I wouldn't have gone without.
Jason Varitek back with Tim Wakefield on opening day as well here at Fenway Park. 2-2. His tap foul, still 2-2. Reyes at first, nobody out here in the 5th. Fly ball foul down the right field line. Still 2-2 to Ramirez. '69th pitch of the game coming up for Dubront, and the 20th that he's thrown to Hanley Ramirez. Ramirez looking deep counts. Tough to get out. It's on a 2-2. Line to short as Aviles goes to first with it. And back safely is Reyes. As we check in for a game break with Tom Kerr and TC. All right, Tom, thanks very much. It is 12-4. Red Sox on top of the Marlins here in the 5th. 1 out, 1 on. And a swing and a miss for Giancarlo Stanton.
The Selke Trophy for the best defensive forward.
Correct. First since Steve Casper, so it's been a while. $30 years.
They do it upright. They do it in Vegas.
Yeah. Party. We should have an announcer awards every year in Vegas.
Yeah, who cares if you win anything, right? As long as you get to go to Vegas for a couple of days.
In the air to right field. Cody Ross lines it up and puts it away for out number 2 of the 5th inning. The lead runner got on in Reyes, but Ramirez and Stanton have been retired. 2 down. Brings up Logan Morrison, who homered in the 4th inning. Tried to make the catch on the liner off Cody Ross's bat, slamming into the wall, and then comes out and slams this out of the yard. It's a 2-run 4th inning for Miami. As they get back within 2 of the time, it was 6-4. The Red Sox score times in the 4th as Dubront gets strike 1 in. outside, 1-1. Broken bat, grounder towards the Red Sox dugout, 1-2.
Andrew Braun getting that fastball inside that time on Morrison. Breaks the bat. As we mentioned earlier, he's had a heck of 2 games here against the Red Sox at Fenway Park.
Morrison gets hit with a pitch inside. And down to first he goes. The batsman here with 2 outs in the inning.
And a breaking ball that time from Dubront that just did not break. You can see it spin, but it's not going anywhere except to the back of the arm of Morrison.
Well, Twitter users, if you follow Nesson and include hashtag Ask Jerry in your tweets, Jerry might answer your question tonight on the air during the game. Red Sox baseball on Nesson, be a part of it. Looking forward to some Ask Jerry questions here tonight. Feel free to ask anything across the board, personal or otherwise. 2 outs, 2 on. Justin Ruggiano takes strike 1. Jerry's an open book, very few secrets. This is fouled back in the grandstand, 0-2. Ruggiano doubled in the 2nd inning, tripled in the 4th inning. Braun elevates and misses, 1-2. Felix threw 99 pitches in his last outing in 7 innings against these Marlins. Here tonight, about to throw his 80th with 2 outs in the 5th inning. As Ruggiano takes ball 2. Swing and a miss. Dubront strikes out Ruggiano, his 3rd K, and ends the top of the 5th inning. 12-4. Red Sox have the lead over the Marlins. To you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. Well, it's been a hot night from Fenway, and the Red Sox bats have been hot. 12 runs on 12 hits. A 12-4 lead as we head to the last half of the 5th inning. Nick Punto, Daniel Nava, and Ryan Kalish expected to bat in the inning. And back out there is Chris Hatcher. He gave up the grand slam and a solo home run to Jared Saltalamacchia. Allowed some inherited runners to score and 3 of his own. Punto takes ball 1. And remember the Red Sox not to have a hit in the game tonight of the starting 9. Punto has popped to short and popped out to third base, 0 for 2. Red Sox getting 3 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, and 6 in the 4th inning. On a night that Dustin Pedroia sits out, precautionary, after re-aggravating that thumb and hand in last night's game on a foul. Should be back in the lineup tomorrow. Punto taken all the way, takes strike 1. Daniel Nava, then Ryan Kalish expected here in the 5th inning. That's ball 4, and Punto down to first base. He's on for the first time tonight. It's time to have the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Is the oldest manager in Major League Baseball history? And the answer is Connie Mack. Mack was the manager of the Philadelphia Athletics at the age of 87 in 1950. It was his 50th year with the team and his 53rd as a manager overall. Mack is the all-time leader in games, wins for manager, winning 5 World Series titles. As we told you earlier, on this date last year, the Marlins hired Jack McKeon as their interim manager. McKeon, who helped the Marlins to the World Series in 2003, became the 2nd oldest manager ever at the age of 80. The oldest active manager is Nationals' Davey Johnson, we just saw. Johnson is 69 years old. So Jerry, plenty of time for you to make a comeback as a manager.
You never know when this gig's up. If Connie Mack can do it till he's 87. Plus, back in those days, they didn't have all the data they have now, and you don't have to keep up with all that stuff. I think that'd be a little bit more difficult at 87 for Connie Mack.
You just got to find the right general manager who doesn't care about statistics.
Some guy that's 112.
Right,
yeah.
Someone who's older than you.
Yeah.
Don't have to go on facts or data. Just go on hunches. Do what you feel like.
That's what they did back in those days, probably, right?
Two-one will miss, and it is 3-1 now to Nava. Randy St. Clair back on the phone again. Action for the Marlins in their pen, or there's about to be again. Starter only went 3 1/3. Ricky Nolasco charged with 9 runs in 3 1/3 innings. To left and in for a base hit. Kind of an inside-out swing from Nava, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
And Nava now 3 for 4 from the leadoff spot tonight. 3 straight singles. Inside-out swing right there by Nava to get the ball to left field. And another visit from the pitching coach. That should give us some time to do some business.
We'll check in with Jenny.
Don, the MLB news and notes are brought to you by Nissan. The Rays' Joel Peralta was ejected from last night's game for having pine tar on his glove. The glove was sent to New York today to be evaluated by MLB officials. And Roy Oswalt will make his return to the majors on Friday when the Rangers take on the Rockies. The right-hander made 4 starts in the minors, posting a 5.87 ERA. And the Angels will get ace Jared Weaver back tonight for their matchup against the Giants. Weaver, who has been out since May 28th, is expected to throw no more than 90 pitches. Don?
All right, Jenny, thanks very much.
What are they doing this? What are they sending the glove back to New York? What, for a DNA test?
They're test it further. How big a deal is it to have pine tar in the glove for your pitcher?
That's a big deal because you get a better grip, obviously, but you're not supposed to have it. No foreign substance. But, I mean, why do they have to send it back to New York?
Well, just to make sure.
CSI New York, you're going to check it out?
Bring in Horatio Kane all the way from Miami to test it out. 2 on and nobody out. Ryan Kalish to batter. The conspiracy theorist fielded Peralta, the former National, when taking on the Nationals. Perhaps somebody from the Nationals got it into the head of Davey Johnson to have it checked out. Because they knew a little something about Joel Peralta.
Right. That's why you should never
share information with teammates.
Next thing you know, your glove's going to New York. I mean, come on. If you're cheating, you can't tell anybody.
Don't tell your teammates anything at all. You're better off in the end.
Yeah, you don't have your gloves sent to New York. I mean, I wonder who's going to check in New York. That would be interesting. We should go down and check that out. Investigative report.
1-2 misses inside.
Send Didier Morais down.
From NESN.com?
Exactly.
Check it out.
Check it out. Cover the story.
It's funny you should say that. You know, Didier Morais used to work for MLB.com, so he's already got an in with MLB.
I didn't think I just threw the name out there without knowing.
I don't know. Hey, I hear you're doing a live chat tomorrow at noon, speaking of NESN.com.
Yep, can't wait.
There's Didier Morais. His Twitter account is blowing up as we speak. On the ground to first as Sanchez to second for 1. That's all they'll get. They get the middleman. Daniel Nava 3-6 on the force out as Kalish reaches and Punto takes third.
When's your mailbag come out? Today?
Today, I think. I submitted it today. I don't know if it came out today. It's been posted.
Is this still on page 1?
Probably not by now, no.
A
lot of news breaks fast on NESN.com. So, but I hope people check pages 2 and 3.
That's where it'll be.
That's where it probably is. Things happen fast. And that is outside. But it's generally every Wednesday. Thanks for asking, Jerry.
Oh, anytime, Don. Just trying to help out.
1-0 is fouled off. Also have a podcast coming up on June 26th. My 4th podcast of the year. Have you done a podcast yet?
Is that what I'm doing tomorrow?
No, you're doing a chat.
I'm doing a chat. No, I have not done a podcast. I've done one chat. That was very early in the season. So my second chat is tomorrow.
Definitely do. One is high, and it is 2-1. Two-1 is high, and it is 3-1. Ask Jerry's will be coming up. They are typing them in right now. I told them they didn't have to wait. I could just fire them at you rapid fire one at a time. Give you 5 seconds to answer each one. It's 200, I'm told.
At this pace, we'll answer all 200.
All 200. There's ball 4. Another patient AB for Adrian Gonzalez. We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, and Jenny Dell. Bringing Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition. Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound on Hessel. David Ortiz coming up with the bases loaded again. With a grand slam in the 4th inning. Here he is with the 5th. He hits a grand slam off the pitcher on the mound right now, Chris Hatcher. So his second look at Hatcher. Ball 1. Grand slam in the 4th inning. For David, his 18th home run of the year. Grand slams, 10 of which have come with the Red Sox for David Ortiz. Second place now only behind Ted Williams. Another grand slam, of course, for the Minnesota Twins. Big swing. He was looking for another there. 1-2.
Yeah, the difference that time, the fastball was up a little bit to Ortiz, up above the belt and around the letters. The pitch he hit for a home run was a fastball in, but it was down.
Ortiz stays alive, gets a piece, still 1-2.
Very defensive swing, and the ball too close to take for Ortiz. Kind of waves at it and fouls it off. Breaking ball away.
Punto at third, Kalish at second, Gonzalez at first, 1 out. Red Sox on top 12-4 as Big Papi bats. Ortiz fouls it back. Still 1-2. Cody Ross waiting on deck. Red Sox here in the last of the 5th inning. Another long wait. He had a 30-minute wait last inning, 17 minutes in this inning. Here's a 1-2. That'll bounce in, 2-2, and from third base comes Punto. Gets in as the runners move up, and the Red Sox take a 13-4 lead.
John Buck had no idea what that ball was. A breaking ball in the dirt. Looked to me like he backhands it. Goes up off his mask, and then he just doesn't know. He's looking in front of him. Can't find it. The ball's behind him. Looks for his pitch. It's a help.
Ties the season high in runs for the Red Sox. On April 14th against the Rays, they scored 13 runs. 13 so far tonight with a lot of baseball left. 2-2 pitch to Big Papi. Ortiz strikes out 95 miles an hour and up. It is out number 2 of the inning as he is mesmerized. 2 down.
Right by him with the fastball again, just above the belt. Ortiz can't believe he missed that pitch.
So 2 down, second and third as David makes his way back to the dugout and Cody Ross comes up. Ross with a double in the third inning, a 1-for-3 night. It was a 3-run double in the third inning at the time. Rolls it over foul. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Kalish at third, Gonzalez now at second with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. On the ground foul, and it's 0-2. Red Sox took game 1 of the series, have a 13-4 lead here in game 2. $13 runs on 13 hits. Outside 1-2. Started tonight for the Marlins. Ricky Nolasco, 3 1/3, 8 hits, 9 runs, 1 walk. It was intentional. He struck out a batter. This is fouled off into the seats. Jerry, we are going to show a question, but we are not going to let you answer until next inning. We need some time to think about it. It's David Ortiz, the first ballot Hall of Famer. The answer will be next inning. Two pitch. Is down low, full count, 3-2. Jared Saltalamacchia waiting on deck. Red Sox batting here in the 5th. Swing and a miss as Ross strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Hatcher. Red Sox out a run. In at 5, 13-4 Boston. time now for the Tufts Health Plan Healthy Tip. Here's Sox outfielder Darnell McDonald.
Meditation, man, visualization. You know, get up every morning, you know, calm the soul, meditate, prepare for your day, and, you know, kind of visualize the things that you want to do throughout the day.
Well, he has visualized taking over in right field as he has here in the 6th inning. Defensively for the Red Sox, Cody Ross comes out of the game. Darnell McDonald comes in. Do you visualize your day, Jerry, when you wake up in the morning?
Actually, the first thing I do, Don, is take all the pills that are keeping me alive right now.
You visualize the medication?
Yeah.
It all takes effect.
I run right downstairs and take them all.
22-minute wait for Felix Doubront. Here's a liner into left on the first pitch by Omar Infante. And a single to begin things here in the 6th inning. So Infante at first and Austin Kearns coming up. Kearns has struck out twice against Doubront. Doubrant's had some long waits. 30 minutes, 22 minutes. And here he is in the 6th inning at 82 pitches. In there for a strike. Red Sox have action as Clayton Mortensen is warming in the Red Sox pen. Outside, 1-1 to Kearns. Pitching line for Doubront brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5+ innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. 84 pitches for Felix. Home run allowed to Logan Morrison in the 4th inning. Roller foul, 1-2. One, 2 is fouled off down by the shoe top. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and striking out for the 3rd time tonight is Austin Kearns. 4 strikeouts for Doubront. 3 of them have been Kearns.
Yeah, twice on fastballs, and this time the curveball from Doubront to pick up the strikeout.
One out, 1 on, and here is Gabby Sanchez. 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs tonight. Grounded out to drive in a run in the 2nd. Had an RBI single in the 4th inning. Ground ball chopped to 3rd. Youkilis will go to 2nd for 1. On to 1st for 2. Double play ends the top of the 6th inning. 5.5 done. 13-4. Red Sox have the lead. takes over at shortstop for the Marlins. Reyes comes out of the game. New pitcher is Chad Godin, third pitcher of the night for Miami. Godin's 16th appearance, 1-0 with a 5.34 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at .282 against him. He's given up 35 hits in 32 innings. He will deal with Jared Saltalamacchia to begin things here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Saltalamacchia with a single in the 2nd, grounded out in the 3rd, then homered. Solo shot in the 4th inning. As he looks at a high strike, 1-1. So an inning and 2/3 for Hatcher. Ends up getting charged with 4 runs of his own. So 1-1 is in there, 1-2. Give up the grand slam to Ortiz. Solo shot to Saltalamacchia. Youkilis and then Aviles expected here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia strikes out to begin the 6th inning. Well, coming up immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings live at TC Peter, Matt Stairs, and Jenny. Get a breakdown of Felix Dubron's start tonight, and hear his post-game comments. Plus, manager Bobby Valentine shares his thoughts on Game 2 of the series from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN. One out here in the 6th inning, Kevin Youkilis takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Youkilis with an infield hit in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 3rd, walked in the 4th inning. Fouled off to the right, 1-2.
Yeah, the question came up a couple innings ago about Ortiz being a first ballot Hall of Famer. And, you know, I would say right now, obviously, there is more time to go in Ortiz's career and see where those numbers end up, home run wise, RBI wise. And the fact that, you know, there's still more time for him to play. And, you know, I think what happens with guys like David, because they've been DHs for basically their whole career, I think sometimes the don't recognize them as Hall of Famers. And I keep thinking back to a guy like Jim Rice. You know, it's a lot of times it's on the field, the guys you play against. And I'm sure there are people in the opposing dugouts that feel that David Ortiz should probably be a Hall of Famer.
This is in the air to left field, and it will be off the scoreboard for Youkilis. He's thinking 2. Throw goes in that direction, and Youkilis is safe at second base. 1 out, wall ball double. You mentioned DHs. You think of Edgar Martinez, and what a great DH he was over the years for the Seattle Mariners.
Exactly.
And it seems like once one of those guys get in, perhaps relievers start to get it going, closers start to get it going. A guy like Dennis Eckersley gets in, and some other guys.
Right.
Once the door opens there, you just got to wait for some DHs. But again, I agree with you that you got to wait and see where David ends up. He's got a lot of baseball left.
It's a little bit premature because, you know, the way he's playing right now, there's no end in sight really for him. And those numbers, those home run numbers, RBIs numbers can build to be eye-popping numbers where all of a sudden, yes, you become a Hall of Fame candidate. I mean, I played with Jim Rice, fortunately, for a couple of years. I always thought he was a Hall of Famer. And then he didn't get into his last year of eligibility, which I couldn't believe. You know, so it's an awfully tough question to answer. First ballot, I have to say no, and I have to say, let's see where it all ends up. It's not over yet.
So 1 out. Here in the inning, runner at second, Mike Avila standing in.
Edgar Martinez, that was a great point you brought about Edgar Martinez.
Once he gets in,
then
you get yourself a DH and somewhere to go, as that'll miss. I mean, you think about some of the great offensive numbers that are in there that are Hall of Famers that were not very good defensive players, so you wonder why do you have to have any defensive part of your game at all?
Right. Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, I'm glad I don't have to vote for those things because I really have a hard time with the whole deal. And maybe it's because I'm a former player. And there's guys I played against.
You consider to be Hall of Fame.
That I consider to be Hall of Fame players. Now, maybe they didn't do it over a long enough period of time to be there. But, boy, while they were doing it, they were doing something special. You know, and Rice was one of those guys.
Dominated his era.
Yeah, dominated it. And you know, to have him go until his last year of eligibility, to me, I couldn't believe it. So, it's a tough call.
Swing and a miss for Vilas. Strikes out. Second K for Godin. Jerry, do you like ice cream? And what is your favorite flavor?
I like that question. It's easier. I do like ice cream, and I actually like any kind of ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Wide open?
I kind of, you know what I like? The vanilla chocolate kind of mixed together.
Swirl.
The swirl like we have here at the ballpark sometimes.
Soft serve, preferable to regular ice cream, or it doesn't matter?
I've cut down a lot on it. I haven't had any all year this year. I usually
really?
have it, yeah. I don't know why. I just used to have it after dinner every night here, but I've kind of cut it out. You know, like you cut out your coffee.
Right. So, in-game coffee.
In-game, yeah.
These people are enjoying an ice cream?
Ice cream's great. Especially on a night like this.
You know, I didn't notice till you mentioned it. You no longer have ice cream as part of your pregame routine.
I've been trying to avoid it.
You've also cut out working out, too, which I noticed. Maybe the two go hand in hand. I don't know.
Well, thanks for noticing.
Middlebrook's running at second base. That is just outside, 2-1. Another question for you. What's your favorite thing about me?
Who asked the question?
Megan Severson.
Oh, that's my
stage
favorite
manager.
thing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about you.
Yeah, this could take a while. We got lots of game left, though, because we're only in the bottom of the sixth inning. Don't rush. Take your time. A lot of good stuff.
I want to make the right call on this. I don't want to just throw something out there. I want to think about it. What I do like about you is, even though you don't think you are, you're a very upbeat person who enjoys life.
Yeah.
Who enjoys doing things.
Yep.
Makes people laugh
on occasion.
And I like that quality in people. Something I don't have. And you know, I wish I had some of that, you know.
Well, that's a very thoughtful answer. You didn't have to take all that time
I wanted to think about it. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things I like, but I mean, you know, I just think you're a fun person. I think that you're, you know, fun to be around. You're upbeat. You know, you make me laugh.
That's good.
And if people can make me laugh, I generally like that.
Oh, that's good. Well, thank you. Now, the other side of the list of what things you don't like about me.
That question didn't come up.
On the way to shortstop. Solano throws to first base, and that will end the sixth inning. I guess we'll never find out. 13-4, Red Sox have the lead. mix of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Well, Middlebrook stays in the game and takes over third base. He pinch ran for Kevin Youkilis, now at third base as we head to the 7th inning, and the Red Sox bring on Clayton Mortensen. 4th appearance. No record of 0.96 earned run average. 9 1/3 innings. 6 hits. Hasn't walked anybody. Striking out 12. And opponent sitting at 182 against Mortensen. Recalled from Pawtucket on Saturday. It's his second stint this year with the Red Sox. Made 3 appearances with Boston May 2nd through the 9th. Pitch in there for strike 1 to John Buck. Leads it off here for the Marlins in the 7th inning. High drive to deep left field, down the line for Buck, and that ball is gone. Home run for John Buck, his 5th of the year. He wasn't even sure it was a fair ball.
I think he pulled his hamstring or got a cramp or something.
First career home run in 21 games at Fenway Park, and we'll see if he can make his way around. He's apparently hurt himself.
Yeah, he grabbed his hamstring after taking that swing. Watch after he makes contact and he steps out of the box right away. Something grabs. He might have just cramped up on a night like this.
Catching tonight, of course.
So for anybody in the crowd that thinks that he was showing up the pitcher by not running harder on the bases, there's a reason for it, and the reason for it is either a cramp or a pulled hammy.
Second home run of the night for the Marlins. Jose Reyes was taken over by Solano, and Solano drives one to deep left field. At the wall, Nava is going to have to play it off the scoreboard. And into second base goes Donovan Solano with a double. So a tough start to this outing for Clayton Mortensen.
Right off the top of the scoreboard for Solano, a changeup. Nava reads it, backs off, plays it off the top of the scoreboard, and gets it into second base. But the two-base hit for Solano, who took over for Reyes. Reyes had a couple of hits while being in the game.
There's Hanley Ramirez. A swing and a miss for strike 1. On the ground, back to Mortensen. Looks the runner back at second and fires to first for the first out of the 7th inning. Well, help NESN by taking a quick 2-minute survey and enter for a chance to win a VIP NESN experience at the ballpark in July. Visit NESN.com/survey during tonight's game for your chance to win.
I'm going to take it when I get home.
I am too.
I don't know what the questions are, but
we have to get the questions here to find out what the questions are so that we can answer them. Pinch hitter coming up here, and Cousins, who started last night in center field. He'll pinch hit here for Giancarlo Stanton. It's a .267, no homers, and a run batted in. I think they're taking the survey in the truck right now.
Are they really?
I think so.
Well, how many questions was it? 5?
I don't know. We're finding out.
That's a 2-minute quiz. You got to do it in time. It's like the SATs. Probably not that. Hope it's not that complicated.
1-0 is in there for strike. 1-1.
Let's see. I've answered 2 questions. We've got 198 left.
Is that it? You've only answered 2. I think you've answered 3.
Oh, 3? 197.
Big Poppy, ice cream, and me. That's 3. A 1-1. There's a swing and a miss, and it is strike 3 to Cousins. Actually, strike 2, 1-2. Cousins took a step towards the dugout. Trying to figure out the count. Would you like to replace Don with an extra air conditioner tonight?
Actually, we're pretty good up here. We're very lucky in this booth. It's an old booth, but we do have AC in here. We also have a wonderful fan that
we.
There is the
we
fan.
have a wonderful fan. It's over there.
It's never been on high. If it was on high, it blew me right out of the booth.
In the air to center as Kalish comes in and makes the catch for the second out. 2 down. Cousins retired.
You know, we haven't had a tour of our booth yet.
I know.
At home.
We've showed the rest of the league, and we've not yet shown the friendly confines of our own booth.
This is really special up here. We get many tours that come in during
all the time.
All the time before the games. We get a lot of tours that come in. And
this is one of the older booths. It's been here since 1989.
1989, yeah. You know, I remember when they first built this booth, because I moved. I was lucky enough to work at the one down below for 1 year. What a great view that was. And then we moved up here, and they had the high home camera up here at that time. And it was a terrible shot of Fenway Park. It just changed the intimacy of the ballpark.
This is to right. Darnell McDonald is there to make the catch. But we still have that terrible shot, actually, Jerry. It's up here. We'll show it to you maybe next inning. There it is. Let's check in with your need to know. It's 13-5 as it is top of the 7th inning. 13-5 Red Sox. You need to know. Messon Daily presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle. The Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. Scott Cousins stays in the game and takes over in right field for Giancarlo Stanton. As we move along here to the bottom of the 7th inning, top of the Red Sox order, Daniel Nava to lead it off. Ryan Kalish and Adrian Gonzalez expected in the inning. Red Sox on top 13-5. As Nava takes ball 1. It's been a 3-hit night for Daniel Nava. All singles. 1 to right, 1 to center, 1 to left. He's been all over the outfield. Jim Joyce, the crew chief, really belts out the strike calls.
He sure does. There's no question it's a strike when he makes the call.
On the ground and through into right field. 4th hit of the night for Daniel Nava. Red Sox with their 15th hit, 4th for Nava. Send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, last night was the first time Ryan Kalish took the field here at Fenway Park since October 3rd, 2010. And although he made some good catches, he surprisingly dropped the ball in the 7th. Kalish admitted that it shook his confidence up a little bit, and that's when Red Sox veterans stepped up.
Listen, this is a game. I understand it's at Fenway Park, and everything probably feels a little worse than that it should. But you got to remember that you have fun playing this game. That was really cool. Between Cody and Uke, Uke after the inning sat me down and just, he's been my friend for as long as I've been in this system. So it was really nice to have those guys.
Kalish told Cody Ross that the drop was the most embarrassing thing that he's ever done. But Jerry, Ross was quick to put it into perspective, saying, if that's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done, then you're going to be all right.
Well, double play possibility here, and it is. Infante slaps the tag on. It fires to first to get Kalish. 2 down.
There's no question about that. I mean, everybody that's played this game has been embarrassed at some point or another, and more than once. And double play ball here as we see Infante at second just make the tag, throw to first, get the deuce.
Let me ask you this, Jerry. You're talking about, we just heard Ryan Kalish talking about having fun playing the game. We heard from Devin Marrero earlier tonight, the Red Sox first-round draft choice, and you had told him to try to have fun. I mean, how much fun did you have when you were playing? I mean, it is a job. You have to do well in order to stay. You have to do well to make money. This is down to first, and we'll talk about it next inning.
Okay.
All right.
I got an answer for you.
Look forward to that. It's 13-5. Red Sox have the lead. teams in our communities. 13-5. Red Sox have the lead over the Marlins as we head here to inning number 8. And it is Justin Ruggiano leading it off here for the Marlins. Ruggiano, Infante, and Kearns. Ruggiano with a double, a triple, and he struck out his last time up. And a strike, 1-2. And Steve Cechek warming up in the pen from Falmouth, Massachusetts. We saw him pitch in the series in Miami. On the ground, back to Mortensen. Flips underhanded for the first out of the 8th. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in the final game of the series, the Red Sox will get their first look this season at Carlos Zambrano. Former Cub is 4-5 this season, winless in 2 career starts against Boston. Speaking of the Cubs, Daisuke Matsuzaka will get the ball for the Red Sox. His last start came Friday against the Cubs. He took the loss but allowed 3 runs, but none over his last 4 innings. Our live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. And there for a strike. Jerry, we were talking about last inning. Did you have fun when you played the game?
Not really, no. And I wish I'd had more fun. I wish I had that type of personality. And you know, I was always felt like a guy that was fighting to stay on top and fighting to keep your position and fighting to get a good contract. And I don't know. I mean, a lot of the guys are exactly the same. When I look back at it, you remember the good times,
right? And
you say, just I wish I just could have enjoyed it a little bit more, because it doesn't last very long. And I don't talk to today's players about that. Once I did with Derek Lowe on a flight. We were talking. He was going through a very difficult time, and I said, Derek, enjoy the time that you got here, because it's not going to be here that long, and just try to enjoy every moment of it. And it really depends on your personality. It's a demanding game. It's every day.
Right.
It's every single day. And you have good days, which you can go home, you feel good about, but then you come back and you have a bad day, and you go home and you feel bad about it, and it's up and down. It's up and down all season long.
So Friday night you go 3 for 4. You play a day game Saturday. This is line down the left field line and heads to the corner. Infante heads for second base. Throw from left is going to be close, and Infante is going to be safe. Ball gets away as he went in hard, and Punto kind of got spiked, but the ball dropped, and Infante at second base with a double.
And it's hard, like a starting pitcher, for example, has a bad outing.
Right.
You got to sit there for 4 days and sit on that outing, and it takes a special personality to, say, okay, the next day I put this thing aside and I start working on thinking about my next outing, which is, going to be a positive one, so it's, I guess a lot of it's my personality, but I wish I could have had more fun while I was playing. And
you hear from a lot of guys who come up from AAA to the majors. They try so hard to stay here that it's not fun at all for the guys who come up and then obviously go back.
Oh, yeah.
Experience is not fun.
See, now I was lucky. I never had to experience that.
You came up and stayed.
I came up and stayed, but I told you before, I honestly felt like I didn't belong till about my midway through my second year. And then I felt like I was here to stay. But it took that long. But even then,
you weren't having any fun.
No, I can't say I wasn't having fun. I mean,
looking back on it now, you were.
Yeah, getting 3 hits in a game, that was fun. Winning 99 games was fun.
0 for 5, 4 Ks.
No good.
Not much fun.
No fun. No dinner. Nothing. No talk. No talk. I'm going to throw you out of the house.
Did you have a dog at that point? I'm kind of scared to ask.
No dog.
Good.
No. But got threatened many times to be thrown out of the home.
One to Austin Kearns, who's had a tough night. He struck out 3 times. May not be talking after the game. It's a swing and miss, 1 and 2.
You know what the tough one is? The really tough one is when you have a real bad night. I mean, a real bad night. You stink, but the team wins. And there's a party that you're happy the team wins, and then you get in your car and you're driving home and you go, I stunk in this game.
Kind of lose the feel for the team win on the way home. On the ground to third base. Middlebrooks gathers and throws. And there's 2 outs in the inning. This copperhead telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of the game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox.
Do you have fun doing your job?
I do.
You do?
This is all I wanted to do when I was growing up as a kid. So, yes. There are times when, travel, you're away a lot, a long time.
It can be challenging.
Can be challenging. But absolutely, this is all I want to do. I kind of put all my eggs in one basket and lucked out. So, yeah, very much. Yes. Sanchez stands in. Gabby Sanchez 1 for 3.
Well, I've always said this, that I will miss this more than I will miss being a player.
Really?
It's very strange. And because the pressures here obviously were different than being a player. I think the player is just a small portion of your life. And the connection you make with the fans is much different in opposition than it is as a player.
Right. People welcome you into their living room every night.
Exactly. So when this gig is finally up, I will miss this more than I miss playing.
It's amazing.
It's kind of weird, but it's.
This is in the air to right field. Back goes Darnell McDonald. It'll stay in the yard, and McDonald makes the catch onto the warning track. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 13-5 Red Sox. Sox 3 home runs. Mike Aviles with a 3-run home run in the second inning. With the Red Sox on top 3-2. They were trailing 2-0 at the time. And then David Ortiz with a grand slam in the 4th inning. His 18th home run of the year. 396th of his career. 2 batters later, Jared Saltalamacchia goes deep. Solo shot his 13th of the season. All part of a 13-run, 15-hit attack for the Red Sox, who lead it 13-5. Steve Cechek into the game, the Falmouth, Massachusetts native. His 30th appearance, 4-0 with a 1.91 earned run average. 28 strikeouts, 14 walks, a 228 opponent batting average. David Ortiz leading it off here in the 8th. Big Papi has struck out twice. The intentional walk and the grand slam you just saw. It's back in the 4th inning. There's strike 1 to Big Papi. Mark Melancon warming in the pen. as Clayton Mortensen has gone the last 2 innings of relief for the Red Sox, pitching the 7th and 8th. After DeBron tonight went 6. It's in line for his 8th win of the year. Came in at 7-3. One is on the ground. Shift is in place, and Solano throws out Ortiz for the first out of the 8th. The question is, who is F.W. Webb? F.W. Webb is a supplier of pipe, valves, fittings, and pumps to institutions and manufacturing facilities across the Northeast. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit fwwebb.com. 1 out in the 8th. As Darnell McDonald bats for the first time, took over for Cody Ross in right field. Darnell hitting at .213, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. Breaking ball fouled off, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. What do you think of the Marlins' new uniforms, Jared?
I like them.
Yeah, a lot of color.
I really do. I like them. They've got different styles, of course, different tops that they wear. But I like the ones I saw down in their home uniforms down in Miami. And I like these.
You got a new stadium, you got new uniforms, you got a new manager, lots of new players. New stuff, new position for this guy, Hanley Ramirez, moving from short to third. But yeah, they're good-looking unis. 2-2 fouled off. I like the Orioles returning to the old Orioles this year.
Yeah, nice touch. I'm trying to think of the ugliest uniforms of all time.
And the White Sox shorts were pretty bad.
That was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I was never a big fan of the Houston Astros.
Nah, I didn't like that. Wasn't crazy about San Diego for a while there.
Yes, they've gone through many changes.
Yeah. Pirates, when they had those striped hats. Didn't like that.
Well, gets a piece, stays alive, 3-2. Swing and a miss. McDonald strikes out. Got a piece of it foul tipping it. And there's 2 down here in the 8th.
Now, being from Falmouth, Massachusetts, must be a big thrill for Cishak to be pitching here at Fenway Park. Pick up a strikeout against Darnell McDonald.
Came to Fenway Park for the first time when he was 9 years old.
Did I buy him a hot dog?
I don't think so, no. Since it's a recent phenomenon, I don't think so.
Probably not.
He is 25 years old. Fifth round pick of the Marlins in 2007. Made his major league debut in 2010 in September. Attended Falmouth High School. 1-0 is outside, 2-0.
Falmouth, also the home of Bob Allietta, former teammate of mine with the California Angels. Still lives in Falmouth, I believe. And great guy.
2-0 pitch outside, 3-0. Saltalamacchia will take the walk with 2 down in the 8th inning. Another Ask Jerry. Why do you wear suits instead of polo shirts when it's a hot day at Fenway? That's a great question.
Well, we've already made a decision. We asked permission if we could wear our polo shirts tomorrow night because it's supposed to be very warm again tomorrow, and thumbs up on that.
Yes, it's all good.
Short sleeves. Yeah, we got caught off guard a little bit tonight with the shirt and tie, but
it is warm, but tomorrow night we'll be in good shape.
Tomorrow night we'll have one of our New Balance Nesson polo shirts on.
Navy blue.
Navy blue.
Color's been decided. It's kind of like our own Team Nesson uniform.
The guys in the pregame show, they were very smart tonight. They all had short sleeve shirts on.
Tom Caron had his New Balance green on, I believe, tonight.
Yes, he did.
We've never worn the wrong shirts. It's amazing. In the 12 years we've worked together, it's never, you think somewhere in there a miscommunication, something may happen where you will wear the wrong shirt or I'll wear the wrong shirt. It's never happened.
And I'm not easy to get a hold of either.
No.
And so it's, we have to really.
Never have your phone on. It's one of the problems.
I know. I get that a lot. A lot of people don't understand why I have a cell phone because I never have it on. But I check that. I check for messages.
You will get the message eventually.
I do get the message, yeah. Unless you're in Toronto, then when you come back, you get all the messages when you come back. You don't get any up there.
You have a tough time with that up there in Toronto for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You have to get some code each time, and you don't have the code.
I don't have the code, no. They say put in something, and I have no idea what it is.
2-1 is a high drive to deep left field. Back towards the monster seats and gone. Will Middlebrooks. It's a 2-run home run, and the Red Sox lead it 15-5. Season high 15 runs in the game tonight for the Red Sox.
Well, you start the game on the bench. You come into the ball game. You face a nasty right-hander. Leaves the fastball inside, and you take him out of the ballpark. That makes a complete night for Middlebrooks. Even though he didn't start the game, he finished it, and finished it with a home run.
So he'll be driving home happy. The team won, and he had a good night.
There's going to be a lot of happy guys driving home tonight out of the Red Sox. A lot of happy guys.
So 2 down, bases empty. And Middlebrooks with a home run here just to add on to a Red Sox lead now by 10 runs. I think we've covered 193 of the 200 questions you had tonight, so not bad.
That's not too bad, really. That's a new record, I think, we've set.
Fired off 7. Some more tougher than others.
Haven't had many games like this.
Still got a lot of baseball left here, though, Jerry. 2-1 is outside, 3-1. I'm going to read off your monitor this time. Please do your best Don Orsillo impression. I don't think that's necessary.
The 2-2. Testing. 1-2. Testing. 1-2. Fenway rises as 1.
All right. Well, more of that. We go back 15-5. You didn't even mention down by way of the K.
Get so many of them. Bill of the cap high.
Yeah, that's good. Venue. To you by Southwest Airlines, Yokohama Tires, Vermont. Get outside today at VermontVacation.com, and by Sullivan Tire. It's on to the top half of the ninth inning back at Fenway Park as the Red Sox have an entirely new battery. As Kelly Shopik takes over in behind the dish for Jared Saltalamacchia, and the new pitcher for the Red Sox is Mark Melancon, third arm of the night used by Bobby Valentine, his 8th appearance, 0-2, 22.85 ERA. All of that, for the most part, coming in his first stint with the Red Sox. Melancon back here with the Red Sox after a trip to Pawtucket. Tossed 2 1/3 shutout frames over his 3 outings since being recalled on the 10th of June in his second stint with the Red Sox this season. And it is John Buck who is still in the game, and he just grabbed his hamstring again, Jerry, after that last swing. He is struggling.
And I'm surprised he stayed in the game after the home run. Really scuffling out there right now. Is apparently cramping up in this heat and humidity tonight. So if it was a hamstring, they'd have taken him out of the game. It's apparently cramps that he's suffering through right now.
Well, the home run that he hit right away, getting out of the box in some trouble there, and then got around the bases. The last pitch grabbing again the back of his leg right after the swing. And he's going to come out of this game now. Somebody will assume his count here, the count of 0-1. Well, tomorrow night, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC, Peter, Matt Stairs, and Jenny at 6:30. They'll preview Daisuke Matsuzaka's 3rd start of the year in the series finale with Miami. Plus, Peter goes one-on-one with Marlins outfielder Giancarlo Stanton. Live coverage begins at 6 only on NESN. Greg Dobbs is going to continue this at bat for John Buck.
I don't know what's going on in the truck right now, but there's been a lot of laughing going on now.
Well, I think they're asking about more impressions that you could do of me, and I think we've had enough. I think we got a taste. That's all we really needed. Dobbs pinch hitting here now for John Buck with a count of 0-1. On the ground to short, and Mike Aviles will pick and throw. And there's one out in the ninth. The Red Sox have not had too many of these this season. And tonight, enjoying a great night offensively. On top here, 15-5.
Yeah, it's a good feeling win for everybody. The offense, pitching, just a complete team win tonight. Red Sox with a chance now to get out of last place. Move up a notch in the standings, get within 6 games of the Yankees, who are in first place.
Yankees losing today to the Atlanta Braves again, so 2 in a row by the Braves. Braves winning 10-5 in New York. They played day baseball.
Watched some of that game this afternoon, and Braves jumped down front. Yankees came back in that game, but then the Braves broke it open late in the ball game.
In the air to right as Darnell McDonald is there to make the catch. 2 down in the ninth. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need. It's right here on NESN. That is card number 88.
I love card 88.
2 down in the ninth. Brett Hayes stands in with 2 outs. He'll pitch it here for Hanley Ramirez. The Blue Jays losing, so the Red Sox win here. The Red Sox could slide into 4th place for the first time since June 3rd. Things starting to move in the right direction here for the Red Sox. A good road trip. They come home and continue a good homestand. And there's the pitch in there for strike 2. We've won 4 in a row. We're out of the way. There's smiling going on lately with the Red Sox. Swing and no, he didn't go. I thought he went, Jerry.
I wish we had the replay of you.
Mike Early, first base umpire. The 1-2. He fouls it off himself. Sometimes they get carried away with umpires. They really got to get under control.
You got to get yourself under control.
Yeah. Going to get ejected one of these days.
Yeah.
Has a play-by-play announcer ever been ejected during a game?
I don't know.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the Red Sox win. 15-5. The Red Sox come away with the victory in fantastic fashion. They've won 4 straight. Big Papi with a grand slam in this game tonight as the Red Sox win big over the Marlins and make a winner of Felix Dubron. We're back with more after this.